I think I gravitate more towards like the boring films that are about something than like the entertaining type. I think worst case scenario is that we end up with something that is neither entertaining nor good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has to look good.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that like what looks good depends on. Well, like I think what's important to how things look is that it helps you to like see something in a different way.
You try to find something that people often overlook, a thing or an emotion, and you hope that people connect with it and see it differently.
Yeah, exactly. To hear you say that you feel differently about cars, because that's like kind of the way that
it no longer feels like this machine that's like destroying the environment. No, it's like it becomes like very personal.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go pee, but life is made up of broken experiences and it does not travel linearly or logically. How do you present that without it turning into a mess?
You know, your thoughts are jumbled, you jump from thing to thing, you get interrupted, like, you know, things happen that you couldn't predict or expect or like weren't prepared for, blah, blah, blah. If you were to try to represent that like as it actually feels or as it actually is, I think it would be a mess. Yeah. But then it goes back to what I was like sort of, or what we were both saying at different points earlier of like, you are trying to distill something down and curate something from what is actually there. It's sort of like having the dust on the boots, creating a relationship with the person who's watching the movie and the things that they're watching. It's almost like a mechanism.
I don't know if they're any good, but I have like 20 more.
20 more? What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know if they were good, but I haven't. Do we kind of want to go in that direction where, as opposed to taking place across like 2 weeks and has all these like environmental considerations, is it now just one day or maybe 1 hour that we're like recording? Did you talk about that, like the idea of focusing in more like on one idea or like one essence as opposed to a million different things?
You're focusing in on an idea or like a truth or whatever you want to call that, but you just can't. I don't think it's helpful or good to, or doesn't like lead to a successful project if you're trying to explore 50 things at once. The idea that like the relationship between like theme or essence and the thing that exists in the world that you're filming. My thoughts about a chair being the essence versus the chair that I see in front of me being the thing.
Do we not want to make boring film?
That's a good question.
Because that's something that I kind of got worried about with this one, where it's like
a lot of like really
good films are really boring.
Yeah, exactly, and like really some of the best directors of all time.
Yeah.
Often make pretty boring like movies. Those movies are boring. However, there are some movies that are like pretty popular.
Yeah.
You know, movies that we both like really connect to, like Jaws, though. That's an Easy Rider also.
Easy Rider.
Like, okay, I was like, what? There was like 50 in my mind a second ago.
Jaws is a good one, though. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. I feel that.
A little bit.
I only put a little bit.
You're putting a lot.
I did not put a lot. It's just a small hole. That's what you said. I guess
alright, so here's my 3 big ideas for our next film.
Oh shit, okay, cool. I didn't think about that.
Minimize, plus not boring, plus permanence.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
The theme should be like something that you don't fully understand. Time and thoughts are devices.
Alright, turn off the camera too.